All right, welcome back to another Pokemon card art tier list. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to open one of them. That's showing up now. Perfect. Okay. Well, I started off a little bad right there. I wasn't ready. Oh, these are super out of order. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna have to find them. Looking at this one, everyone's seen this card. This is the original Venusaur card. Um, what is it? Is it the original? Am I lying? I think. Yeah. 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 Okay. So, background art, not great. I do love the illustration of the Venusaur on this, and obviously it just gets points for being in the first set. So we're gonna put this one into A tier. Dark Venusaur. Now, while I do love the idea of the dark Pokemon cards, um, this one's just. It should be called Drunk Venusaur, I'm not going to lie. We're going to give this a C. It's kind of silly. But yeah, that's. But what's going on with those eyes, man? He had a few too many bottles. It's a little off kilter. Okay, moving on. This 2012. It's just kind of basic. It's just kind of basic. The background is, it's whatever. Um, Not really the greatest looking card of all time, but it's not terrible, so we're going to give that a B tier. My cards are kind of falling off the screen here. Venusaur V. Now, the artwork on this is fantastic because it is. It's 3D. It's got great sun coming through. You've got motion with the Vine Whip. You can actually see that he's using an attack in there. And personally, I think this is some very well done art. I like the liveliness of it. And now I am having trouble finding the card on my page. Sorry. There's more for the Venusaurs, so I'm trying to go quickly. Okay, there it is. This is an A tier. Venusaur EX. Again, not my favorite set of cards. The art is just it's just on a flat background, and it's just not very crisp. You can tell, obviously, it was done a while ago. It's 2004. I mean, still improving all the art creation software and all that. It's just not as crisp as it is nowadays. But it's still okay. The heavy blue outline kind of deters me a little bit. But I'm gonna give this a B. It's definitely better than the Drunk Venusaur. Drunk Venusaur might have to move down eventually. Okay, Pokemon Go. This looks like it's got a nice pencil drawn style to it. The artwork is good. He's doing something, which I like. The background leaves a little bit to be desired, but overall, the art on this card is pretty good. Pretty good. If that's done with colored pencils and that's hand drawn, that's really well done. If it's done on the computer, it's also really well done. So, we're gonna go ahead and give this Pokemon Go card an A tier. I think that one's really good. Okay, Radiant Venusaur. Pretty sure I have this card in my collection somewhere. I love the shiny alternatives that they've been doing for Pokemon recently. And this card, the art's pretty basic, and he's just kind of slapped on a pink background, which, that's the normal color of his stuff. But it's yellow now, and so there's good contrast, but I don't know. It just doesn't speak to me as much as some of the other ones. We're gonna go ahead and give that a B. It is good art though. It's good. Yeah. Celebi and Venusaur. This is a great card. Honestly, this might be our first S tier. Love seeing multiple Pokemon in the card. The background is interesting. You can tell Celebi just like came out of a portal or some whatever, you know. Yeah, this one's really clean. It's really great artwork. So, where is it? Sorry, I should have organized this. I should have put this in order. I don't know why it's not. Ooh, there it is. Psych. S tier. Fantastic card. Great art. Another tag team. Now this is a claymation style, which, if I'm going to be honest, is not my favorite. It reminds me of very childish things, but I do appreciate how much time and effort probably went into making this. If these are hand molded clay, and then placing them in a live looking background. This definitely deserves an A, maybe an S. Honestly, it's just it's a clean card. Claymation, pretty good. Venusaur V, Sword and Shield, pretty basic. It's got action going on, but there's nothing too special about it. We're gonna give that a B tier. Venusaur VMAX. This card's awesome. I love when the art takes up the entire card. There's no real border on most of it because Venusaur's just taking over. He's huge. He's taking up the whole card. The artwork's really good. The hard red outline doesn't really bother me that much on this one. It makes him feel like more impactful on the card. So we're gonna give this. I think this is an S tier. I really like the card art on this one. Venusaur EX. Again, he takes up the whole card, but we're kind of going in the opposite direction. It looks like he's charging up a solar beam, but the art just doesn't. It doesn't yell. It doesn't yell at me like the last one did, and say, "I'm really good art." It's a lot easier to do really good art with these full art cards. I think that's why they end up being the better cards most of the time, because you have less limited space. Venusaur EX, this card's awesome. I mean, what can I say about this? This is an S plus. This is an S plus. You've got other Pokemon. You got a Scyther down here. You got a Vileplume up here riding on the Vine Whip. He's in action. He's punching through some dirt or something. I mean, this is an excellent card. I love the art style. The shinies and action lines are small and background enough that they don't really distract from the main focus of the card, which is the Venusaur popping off. Great card work. Really love this one. And we go the opposite direction. This is a C tier for sure. Not a lot going on here. The lighting is strange. It's coming from two angles, and it's different type of lighting. It looks like one's yellow and one's white. Just kind of grainy and not well balanced. Here we go. Tag team, Celebi, Venusaur. They look pretty serious. They look like somebody just talked some smack about their mom. It is good art, but it's not my favorite art. We're going to put this in A tier. And here we have a heavy outline that just, I think, completely takes away from the card. The contrast of the green and the blue just doesn't really look that good together, and that outline is so thick that it's actually it just hurts my eyes to look at this thing. That's a C tier for sure. Even without the outline, it's whatever. Looks better. See, and this is what'll throw you off. The thick outline on this one actually looks a lot better. I'm still not the biggest fan of the artwork, but we can knock that up a tier for the rainbow. Here, Venusaur and Snivy, much better. Action shot, colored pencil, looks like. Um, it's Pokemon, so sometimes I want a little bit more detail, like on Snivy's tail right here. It's kind of flat against the background, and even these petals can be a little bit flat. His mouth's a little crooked, but hey, that's just nature. So no real complaints about this one. Um, where is it? Action shot. That's going to be an A tier. Okay. We got another thick blue outline. If Venusaur's flower wasn't on the front, he would almost just be lost in this one. And again, just the color scheme just doesn't do it for me. Rainbow, we can move up one spot. It's better. It's a little better. These cards are probably, they're totally different to look at in person too, because you have the actual scintillation and holographics, but Venusaur EX, this one's just, the background is super busy and the character is just there. Like it just looks like a 3D model that they threw a bunch of grass background around. Not huge on this one. I'm going to put that in C tier. And we start with these Mega Venusaur EX. I'm not gonna lie, these are some of my least favorite card arts. The Mega EXs with the lettering. This takes up so much of the card. They're always just not the best representation of the Pokemon. I love this, like the petals coming through the front. This is awesome. But having it go through the entire background just makes it a bit busy. The yellow lines are a little over the top because you've got the Mega Evo and the letters and all of this going on. And then you barely see Venusaur right there. Just C tier. Not impressed with these. Venusaur EX, big art, coming out with a big chomp. It's definitely going to get higher than the other Venusaur EX. So I'm going to give this a B tier. Sorry, I'm trying to speed through some of these that I don't really care about as much. Venusaur EX full art, bleeding into the sides. The yellow outline actually works with this one. It's not as egregious as, the red ones that they were doing, or the blue outline, God forbid. So this actually looks good. He's posing. It looks like he's about to stomp. He's got some petals going. I'm going to give this an A tier. Excuse me. Did we already do this one? Kind of. Basically. It's the same as this other one. Do I even have a... Oh, there it is. Just a less detailed version of this other one, for real, right? Yeah. Yeah, literally the exact same. Okay, we don't need that one then. Another word one. This one's slightly better than the other one because the word doesn't just cover the entire Pokemon. I think the art at the bottom is not done as well. Still not... I don't know. This is definitely better than the other one, for sure. It's not the best of the three, though. The best one is, I think, the last one. This one. The words are on the petals, so they don't detract from the Pokemon very much because they blend in, right? I think this one is much better designed, and its artwork going across the full card works with the card. So we're going to give this an A tier. I actually wasn't sure where I was going to put that before this because I'm just not a big fan, but looking at it next to the other ones, it is better than the other Mega Venusaur EXs. Erica's Venusaur. Yeah, so this one is just nostalgia for real. There's nothing really that special about the artwork of the card, but it's a gym trainer's Pokemon, so it's getting an A tier. Cry about it in the comments. Oh boy. This is just... He's all lopsided. And man, this is just my least favorite series. I feel like they really... maybe because they were experimenting with new art styles or something, none of these just really turned out as great as they could have been, but everything about this image is just crooked and wrong, and I'm gonna have to give this the first D tier for Venusaur. If he's leaning this way, why is his flower leaning that? You know, Venusaur EX, art wrapping around the card. He's doing a little golden vine whip. You know, not. Oh shoot, I have 2 copies of this guy. Okay. Which one am I looking at? Is it this guy? Yeah, I actually really like this. We'll give this an A. Teal lines. Man, they really like changing these line colors on these Pokemon. He's literally just standing there looking at something and the lines are teal. That's the card. Amazing card. Every one of the full arts from this series is just incredible. I mean, they need to get this guy. What is his name? Yoriyuki Ikigami. I can't read it. It's not clear enough on my screen, but that's a Super Giga S. He stands out from the background, but still fits with it, and the art style is so detailed for being such a like classical, flat, like a what are they called? Not a motif, but like a. Oh, there's an episode of Futurama where there's a whole hallway of them, and Fry drinks all the coffee, and the place catches on fire. And I can't think of the name right now, but it's like a tapestry basically. Yeah, it's just an incredible card. It's very well done. Back to boring old, just whatever. Venusaur EX. We'll give that a C. It's not the worst. It's nothing special though. Venusaur. Green Blast Venusaur. You know, the artwork on this one's goofy. It's not the best artwork you've ever seen, and I think that just gives it some kind of special charm. The weird multicolor outline, like and the flowers in the background. It's just like different mixed media that looks weird together but good together. I can't give it an S tier or an A tier. I'm gonna give it a B tier, mostly just because I think the art style is unique and I like it. There's Floppy again. He's on the bottom already. We already covered that. Oh, my headphones turned off. Probably because I have no sound going on. Okay, this is. I guess he's kicking his legs and swinging his vines because his legs have speed lines as well. Again, the artwork on this series has just never been my favorite. It's yeah. It's just not. It's so unclear. It's just. I don't have much else to say about it. Wait, Floppy's here again, dude. Can't emphasize how much I dislike this card. Sorry. Now this is it's weird how many jagged angles they had on his face around these times. I feel like he's become much softer over time. This is interesting. It's a unique background, unique art style. They don't really show a lot of the bloom, but you can tell it's also just kind of a unique color. The whole thing's very muted, but it's still not incredible. It doesn't just blow you away. I am going to give this an A tier though. I do actually kind of like that card. Pokemon Rumble. Yeah. We're judging based on art and it's bad. You can't you can't really do much with that one, sorry. It's like they took a Bulbasaur and just added fangs and made the flower bigger. It's pretty terrible. This one's also not great, just an early 3D rendering, 2007. I don't know. That's like a C. My brain hurts at the end of this. Okay, Venusaur. This is from 2009. This is later than the last one. I like the artwork. He's active. He's doing it looks like razor leaf. But it's not the best ever, so we're going to give that a B tier. And the final card, the Venusaur promo by Ken Sugimori. Better than the original Venusaur. Art-wise, not going to lie, I love the way he's just screaming at something. Bah! And for all those reasons, and mostly because I just think Ken is one of the best artists ever for Pokemon, I'm giving this an S tier. I love this card. I'm pretty sure I had this at some point in my life. And then I probably sold it to my neighbor along with the holographic Venusaur, the original one I had, for $15 because I was stupid. I played with them a lot though, so. Those are my ratings for the cards. Let me go ahead and we'll minimize this so you can see the full tier list. If you disagree with me, please feel free to tell me in the comments. Give me a like or follow if you want to see more of this. I appreciate everybody watching. And yeah, tell me I'm wrong, please. Please tell me I'm wrong. I enjoy it.